Good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday, March 16th, 2021. Here's a look at the futures, what's going on right now. The VIX is very low right now at 20. And it looks like NASDAQ's up about 70. Everything else is pretty flat. Take a look real quick. It's always nice to take a quick look before you get into trading. You don't want to go in there blind. Next, so we have a few picks from yesterday that I want to go over. I traded BKE and made some money on this one. I was going to hold a few positions overnight, anticipating that. Let me just show you here real quick. The daily chart right here just fired long yesterday. We made a new high, and I anticipate it's 50-50 shot, I guess, of this continuing to go and making more highs today. So I was looking at holding this overnight. Then I started looking at the options that I was holding, and the theta was extremely high. So I sold before the bell and took my profits, about 40%, I think it was. I can't remember. And then if I see this open up a little low today, I'll jump back in because I do think there's more room here in BKE. But keep an eye on that one. I'm out of this one as of right now. The other thing I'm in currently right now is DKS, and I'm holding this one overnight, and it had a pretty high print aftermarket, 79.50. We'll see how that goes, but currently it was trading 78.30, 78.40, this range right in here all day long. Did make a 79.03. I think there was a higher if I recall. I guess not. So 79.50 aftermarket print. That'd be great if it opens up there and takes off for the day, because if you look at this one, we have squeeze on the daily chart that has not fired yet, and we've got some nice positive momentum. You kind of see, it's hard to see, I don't know if you guys can see it on my screen, but there is a slight light blue, meaning that this is going positive. And of course we've got, it did break a nice level yesterday, and if we can get up above 80, I do think that this one will take off and make new highs as well. So a trade that we traded last week, I believe it came back up on the list, was Chef, and last week on Friday it made a new high of 34.48, and let me zoom out real quick. But we do have a daily squeeze. You can see the red dots here. We have a squeeze on the 195-minute chart, and we have a squeeze forming on the 78-minute chart. So if we can possibly see this pull back into this range right here and below my 8-day in the 21 in between, we will try to scoop up a couple options here, because I think this one has a little bit of room in it as well. One that we did watch yesterday, and let's see, let me pull out here. We were watching this in here on another time. I forget, I think it was a 78-minute chart that we were following, but that ended up firing short on us this week, and I think this is going to turn down. So take this one off your list if you're still watching it. The next one would be CPA. And we have squeezes on the 195-minute chart, the 78-minute chart, and the 130-minute chart. So keep an eye on this one. It is in our buy zone currently. I'd like to see that pullback just a little closer to the 21-day and scoop some up, and then see if we can make some highs on that one. Then another one that we've been looking at was GBX. We played this one last week, and it's back on our list. for the daily, and the daily has not fired yet, and I think this one can go ahead and break and make new highs. This one has a good short float, so this one should take off. We'll see. It's just slightly out of our buy zone right now. Let's see what today brings, but I would like to get into this for a play the end of this week or next week to make new highs. And again, guys, these are things that I'm looking at moving within the next few days. I mean, these are not gonna just take off today. Usually, you're gonna get in on a buy, get a good entry point, and look to hold these for 3 to 5 days. But you got to keep your eye on them, because at any moment they really can. These squeezes can fire and just take off on you, and you want to make sure you're locking in profits. The next one was GES. We've been on and off on this one as well. And we have squeezes on the 78-minute chart down here, squeezes on the daily, and it made new highs on Friday, but the daily has not fired yet. So if this pulls back again, jump in. Let's go for a ride. Next one I am currently in is TVTR. I'm sorry, TVTY. Wait, did I type that wrong? Oh, there it is, TVTY. I bought in here above the buy zone. I thought this was getting ready to take off. I wanted to jump in, and that was breaking my rule. But you have that FOMO, the FOMO, fear of missing out, and I jumped in thinking this was taking off. It has squeezes on every time frame, and it's just setting up very nice. I'm looking at this thing taking off. So I'm in here. Yesterday I added to my position when it dipped and pulled back. So I'm up slightly in this one right now, and hopefully we can take off here and make new highs above the 25.45 sometime today or tomorrow. And let's see what was next on the list. X came up. There was no squeezes on X, but as you know, I love US Steel. Played this one all last week in here when the daily chart did fire. And I still think, probably today, but it's off and running right now. There's nothing we can do with that one. But I love US Steel. But just to bring that one back up, you can see where we were playing it back here, and it just fired long. So, all right, guys, that's all I have today. I'm going to make another video a little bit later, explaining the process a little bit more, talking about what squeezes are, and so look out for that one a little bit later today. So good luck on the trading day. Hope everybody is green and making money. Have a good one, guys.